ready, McKenna?
Yeah.
Okay. So, raise your hand if that, when you guys were in high school, you had like your friend group that you like stuck by. Okay? So me too. And high school sucked between the regions. You New York kids know what I'm talking about. Regions sucked. And all the work. But I still look forward to going every single day because I always had my friends right there next to my side to suffer through it with me. And we've grown together, laughed together, cried together. And today I just want to tell you guys a little bit about each one of my friends and why they mean so much to me. So first we have Sophia, and she moved here from the Bronx freshman year. And I remember on the first day of freshman year, she walked me to art class with big hoop earrings, a leather jacket, and big black boots. And I told myself I was never going near her, like she looked like crazy. But we chit-chatted and she grew on me, and eventually over the course of the year we got super close. And now she's like the mother of our friend group, and she's like the one that makes sure everyone's always good, and we're on the same page, like we're meeting this time, this place, this time. She's just so like organized about everything. And I could always come to her, whether it's problems with school, problems with drama, literally anything, and I'm eternally grateful to have her. And this is Dominique. She is crazy. She's like a little ball of like positive sunshine. She's always trying to make others happy, and Dom's taught me that no matter what anyone ever says about you, like never let anyone bring you down. And me and Dom have been friends since middle school. I remember we've been getting closer every year since middle school. And nowadays our thing is going to basketball games for our high school, and one of our close friends is on the team, and me and Dom do not miss a game. Like, our basketball team went 23-2 this year, so they went to the playoffs, and me and Dom drove like an hour and a half to one of the games, and I honestly think the ride was more fun than the game itself because we were like listening to music, and she loves to sing the lyrics, and she's like a horrible singer, so like it was just so much fun, and nothing's better than a basketball game with Dominique. And these are the two people that I'm probably closest with, Victoria and Paige. Victoria's this one. And Victoria she also goes by Vic, Vickles, Sticky, Airhead, whatever you want to call her. But she has the biggest heart in the world, but she's a little bit of a ditz sometimes. And she also goes to Marist with me. And I remember in 11th grade, we made a pact that we would go to Marist together no matter what. And I knew that she was going to get in, but honestly, I was unsure about myself getting in. But spoiler alert, I did get in. And I could not get through commuting life without her. Like, we drive here every day, and every morning, 7:30 on the dot, we have 96.1 on, ready for the phone tap. Phone taps, like, they prank call people. I don't know if you guys know, but Victoria, there's no one on this planet like Victoria Minard, and I'm so grateful to have her. And then this is Paige, the other one, and Paige is probably the only person on this planet that can make me laugh till I cry. She is the funniest person on this planet, and I'm so grateful to have her as well. And I actually have a kind of gross but fun. I think it's funny, but it's actually pretty gross. So I brought her to Marist one day with me, and we were in the Lowell Thomas stairwell, and she saw this like blue piece of fabric on the ground, and she picked it up thinking it was a headband, and it was actually a thong. I know that's so disgusting, but she picked it up and she saw what it was and she dropped it and she screamed. It was like the funniest thing that I've ever witnessed in my life. If I had to sum up what it's like having Paige as a friend in one story, that would be it. And then this is Miranda and Myasia, and they're more of like the partiers of the group. They love to go out to clubs and have fun, that kind of stuff. And I've been friends with them since middle school too. And my earliest memory with Myasia, I remember we were hanging out and she had like these braids in her hair, and for some reason we thought it would be a good idea to straighten her braids with a straightening iron. And the first, we go clamp it in and her braid burnt off. And it was just such a funny thing because she was like so upset, but I thought it was the funniest thing ever because like what were we even thinking? I don't know why we did that, but. And then Miranda's along the bottom, and me and her, we used to ride the bus together in middle school all the time. We used to like listen to music, play on my iPad, on CamWow, we used to take pictures, and we've just been through so much together, and she's probably the longest friend I've had out of all these people. And they used to make high school not even feel like school. Like they used to get sent to the principal's office so much that they like developed a friendship with our principal, and they used to just go to his office voluntarily and like hang out with him, like gossip about people in the school, like take selfies with him. Oh my, I can't even like get into it. They're just too funny. And then this is Maribel and Ariana, and I've been friends with these two for a while, and these two taught me something that a lot of my other friends haven't, and these two have been through so much in their short lives, like stuff that our people our age shouldn't even go through. And they just taught me that no matter how hard things get, if you just stay positive and work through it, like, you will make it. And I'm so proud of these two. They've grown into the most outstanding and hardworking people. They're living their best lives. And even though Maribel's working full-time and Ariana goes to Buffalo State, I know that they're always just a phone call away if I ever need someone to talk to. And if I need some motivation, I can always just give them a call, and they always help me through everything. And then, okay, I know there's a lot. Last of the girls, we have Sophia and Natalie. And I haven't been friends with these two nearly as long as some of the others, but I feel like I've been friends with them forever, just how close we've gotten over the last couple of years. And they're more of my adventurous friends, and I remember they're very spontaneous about it, and they love to go cliff jumping and hiking. And last summer they called me up out of nowhere, and they were like, "Dylan, we're picking you up, we're buying a giant floaty, and we're gonna go river rafting." There's just like, it was totally unsafe, but we did it anyway. And it took us like an hour to blow up the floaty in the first place, and then when we finally got on the river, we kept falling, and we were getting stuck on all the rocks, and eventually the whole float ripped, and we were sinking, and we were trying to pull it out of the water, and it was just such a mess, but it was like so much fun. And these two also, they hate going to school. They like show up half the time, it's really bad. But Natalie got voted, this is Natalie, she got voted for worst senioritis. And Sophia came in second place for worst senioritis, so you can imagine. But if I ever need them, they always are there for me. Like before I got my license, Sophia would help me. She would drive me wherever I needed to go, and Natalie would always let me vent to her in physics class in 11th grade. And they're just the best people in the world. They always put others ahead of themselves. Okay, last people. These are the crazy guys. And this is John, the emotional one. This is Tom, the emotionless one. This is Larry, and that's a horrible picture. I promise there's a better one. And this is Kamar, the giant teddy bear. And I usually hang out with these guys when I've had enough of the girls and their drama. Well, I'm like half kidding, because I told them that I was gonna do this and I wasn't gonna say anything bad, but they're crazy. But it's really embarrassing sometimes going in public with these four, because they're the type of people who don't care if they make a ruckus in public. Like if we went to the mall and we were at the food court, and one of them took one of the other's French fries, they would like have like a screaming match in the middle of the mall, like probably wrestle to death for the fry, and it would just be like a typical mall trip for them, nothing out of the ordinary. They're such clowns, but they do so much for me. Like they always threaten to beat anyone up, whoever gives me a hard time. And last week my grandma got dehydrated and she almost passed out. And Kamar happened to be over because he was picking something up. And he's studying to be a nurse. And so he like helped my grandma, like he got her into her bed and everything. And I was here at Marist, so I couldn't do anything. And like, he didn't have to do that. Like they have such pure souls, and I'm so happy to have them. And now that I told you guys about my friends, I wanted to talk to you about why I think our friendship is so special. So this is my garage, and a couple years ago we all got together and we fixed it up and made it into a little hangout spot. And we call this like the center of our friendship, because this is literally where we do everything. We have, you know, movie nights, surprise parties, like birthday parties, anything. This place, like so much has happened here, and it's just crazy, like the amount of memories we've made. And speaking of birthdays are a huge deal in our friend group. Like if your birthday's coming, you better know you have some type of surprise on the way. I wouldn't even really call them surprises anymore, because we've been doing them for so long that everyone just expects something coming. Like a few weeks ago, we went to a Yankee game, and it was Paige's birthday, and we had the birthday message on the big board. And this was for Natalie's 18th birthday. This cake is literally so ugly. It took so long to make, and there's like a question mark next to her name. I don't even know. The whole thing is just one big question mark. And then this picture is the surprise party they threw me for my 16th birthday. And one of our new traditions is our Friendsmas party. And we try to do Secret Santa, but it's hard because no one ever likes to keep it a secret. And we love exchanging gifts in our Christmas pajamas, listening to Christmas music with Christmas cookies. And we just started doing this a couple years ago because that's when we finally started getting jobs and we weren't poor and we could actually afford gifts for everybody. But we want to keep doing it because we love each other and we love Christmas, so why not just combine the two? And this is our senior trip to Disney, and this was probably the best trip that I've ever gone on, and it was like once in a lifetime, because when else are you going to get to go to Disney with all your best friends? We went for 4 days, and we went to all the parks, and I remember when we went to Animal Kingdom, we went to the Rainforest Cafe, and we were all eating, and all of a sudden, all the waiters come in with like a candlelit ice cream sundae, and they set it in front of me, and they start singing Happy Birthday. And my birthday's in October, and we went in March. So I was like, this isn't for me. Like, they were like, just play along, like it's fine. And you could tell by the look on my face, I had no idea what was going on, but it was still so much fun. And then our senior prom was probably one of the more sentimental moments that we've shared together. This marked one of the last high school memories we can make with each other. And even though it cost my whole bank account, it was worth it. You guys know how expensive prom was. And this was just probably one of the best nights of our lives. It was so much fun. And this is one of the only times that we have all actually dressed up. Usually we all look like slobs, but. And then finally, our graduation was an emotional roller coaster. I could not believe that, none of us could believe that we were actually graduating. And hearing each and every one of my friends' names getting called on that and they walk across the stage, it made me so incredibly proud of them. And I knew that graduation was not going to keep us apart, and hell no, it didn't. We still, even though we've all grown up and gone our separate ways, we still always try to make time for each other, and we always have parties in the garage still, we still always hang out. And these people aren't even just my family. I mean, they're not even just my friends. I consider them family, and I'm so grateful to have them.